All right, hello. This is my third video in total. Second video of the week. First off, I want to apologize for yesterday's video. I need to plan my Sunday videos a little bit better. I don't know how occasionally I'll do a day in the life ones, but the Sunday videos typically would be a little bit longer just because I'd have more of a day to work with, kind of, because I wouldn't have my main job that day because I'm off on the weekends for those. But yeah, I ran into some technical issues, but another part of it was just poor planning. So again, all I ask is that you bear with me. I will get better eventually. So with that out of the way, and there's another thing I can improve, because I actually did have kind of a topic, but screw it. Let's just talk about improvement. Now, I did mention I should stop hitting my desk. I did mention in my first video briefly about the compounding law. And by that, if this is your first entrance into my channel, welcome. I'm Justin. We're talking about the compound law today. So what that is about essentially is whatever you do consistently compounds over time. So, and this ties in directly with your goals in life. Hopefully you do have some. My goals in life is to make more than enough money to live comfortably off of, give back to my mom and my family who raised me, and essentially just live the life that I want to live and be a provider to the people around me. So that's why I chase what I do. And that's why I'm doing this, because this gives me the opportunity to really speak my mind out. Again, I'm not really used to talking directly to a camera, but I mean, I'm kind of getting the hang of it. But I did try YouTube before when I was much younger. I didn't have that confidence, but also I didn't understand that I didn't even need confidence. I really just needed like consistency, and I really needed to just stop caring about how it would be viewed. That's right now, I don't really care how my videos are viewed, because I'm old enough to the point where I can essentially be myself on camera. I would say this is probably one of the most authentic forms of myself. Just, sitting down, talking, having a nice conversation. The only difference is I'm just not having it with another person directly. It's through the lens of my camera. And to whomever watches this, especially to whoever resonates with what I'm talking about. So, to give a little bit more context onto why I do what I do now. Well, let me give you context on what I do right now. So I work 3 jobs, 1 full-time and 2 part-time jobs. 1 part-time is just 1 day on the weekend. A full-time job is obviously my full-time. And my part-time is like every Tuesday and Thursday. So I just work like a typical receiving job in retail. That's my main job. My second job is I work as a camera operator for a church. So I help with their live streams and whatnot. I'm on their mobile cam. So that's kind of fun for me because I like that adrenaline rush. And my second job is I work at a gun store, because I like firearms. I was always fascinated with the machinery. I love the machinery, just looking at how it was milled out. I love design, so it just kind of really comes all together when I think about it. I just like mechanical stuff, and guns and firearms is, I mean, they're the same thing, but whatever. They scratch that itch for me. So if you saw my video yesterday, I went to the range. My poorly edited video, by the way. Very poorly edited, but I was strapped on time, but that's that is no excuse, but that is the reason. But I'm not using that as an excuse, because there are no excuses here. I own all of my outcomes, and that will be a separate video, actually. What was I talking about? These are going to be one takes, by the way, so if I sit to think, you guys are sitting with me. Shoot. Right, my other jobs. Right. So yeah, I do work at a gun shop. So I disassemble guns, clean them, re-oil them, whatnot, make them look nice. And through that, I learn a lot of different platforms, which I'm happy about, because I'd argue I'm very mechanically inclined, especially with my hands. If I take something apart, at least I'd say at least once, maybe twice, I'll pretty much know how to take it apart, just by memory. Like, I don't need that many attempts to learn the mechanics of how something comes apart. And it just, brings a little bit of fulfillment in my life, because I've always wanted to learn about firearms and always wanted to work with them, and that allows me to work with them. And I like cameras. I don't know if you guys follow my Instagram. It's let's try this, see if I get this right. art_of_the_soul. Sorry, art_of_the_soul. And I posted a picture of my vlogging rig, and I don't know, I just really like how it looks right now, because it's so, for anyone who doesn't feel like going to Instagram to look at it, it's a Sony 6700 with a, what is this, a Viltrox? Yeah, it's a, Viltrox 9mm at 2.8 aperture. Pretty good, like, what's it called, focusing distance. So let's see, small little plug here. We're just gonna try to focus on the card. Come on, don't prove me wrong. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So I'm like, what, this close to the lens right now, and it's focusing. Can it get closer? It's fighting me. Okay. Well, anyway, also what you saw there was my my photography business, which is stationed in Virginia. That was another thing I started, because I want to get out of this rat race that we call our 9 to 5. It's not for me. I don't think it ever was. I acquired good skills, helpful skills in retail, and I feel like God has kept me there long enough to get those skills. But now I'm just at a point where I want to get out I want to get out on my terms. So I'm trying to build my frame, which is the YouTube stuff, which is my photography business. Yep, right. Come on. You're gonna come on, focus. Now I feel like a YouTuber now. I put my hand up so I can focus. There we go. Anyway, yeah, my photography business that I just started. I don't have any clients yet, but I'm determined to get clients. And I am almost delusionally confident that I will not lose with whatever I'm doing, as long as I just keep moving. And that's what I'm going to keep doing. That's why I'm posting this video today, because I told myself I will begin a YouTube channel so people can learn about me, understand me, and then decide if they want to follow me on my journey. because this will be a journey, and it will be a fun journey. I will be documenting this as much as I can. I will be learning things along the way, and maybe you guys can teach me things along the way. So yeah, I feel like I got off track. What was I talking? Oh, the jobs. I got there. The compounding effect. There we go. Okay, so this works both ways. It's a two-way street. And again, I did talk about this a little bit in my first ever video of my new YouTube channel. I'd have an old one. Don't look for it, please. It's terrible. But again, I'm insanely confident that whatever I decide to compound my actions towards, by that I mean, I told myself I'm going to be a YouTuber, so, and I also said in my first video, I made that commitment that I'm going to be uploading 5 times a week, and that's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Oh, did I say 5 times? Oh, I guess that leaves me with Friday and Saturday off. That's actually not that bad. Okay, for whatever reason, I didn't think about that. But anyway, yeah. And I hope to make my Sunday videos a bit more impactful. But since I'm adding a lot of things in my life right now that I did not have like a year ago, actually. I didn't have these things a year ago, which is crazy considering how much changed in a year. And a lot of that wasn't really by my action, it wasn't by pursuing. The only things I actually really pursued was, this YouTube channel now, my personal business, and the gun store job, and I guess my current position at my job, but I mean, that wasn't nothing new, really. But again, your actions compound. Okay, let's take a smoker. If a smoker, makes the unfortunate decision to start smoking at a young age, and they keep smoking, they will most likely die younger. Because the effect of smoking over the days, weeks, months, and years, it will compound into such an issue where the body can't handle it anymore. Now let's go on the other side, and let's say we have a bodybuilder or a runner, and they work on themselves every week. Let's say the smoker, we stretch that out to like maybe 30 years. For the runner, or just a person who works out in general, in the span of 30 years, just imagine how fit they can be. And that's not because they did it once or twice or 3 times or 300 times or 1,000 times. It's because they did it as long as they could. And they did it until they reached their goal, and then they just kept going. And it's a real thing. I have things I want to compound towards. I want to compound towards financial freedom. I want to compound towards my own time freedom, and where I control what I do, when I do it, how long I want to do it. I control, I don't know if I already said my income. No, financial freedom. I mean, it's a bit, they go hand in hand, but I want to control my income. I want to control my body, my health. I want to be as in control of everything that I can control as much as I can. And whatever I can't control, I don't want to worry about it, because, and this is something that you guys can do as well, because you can only control what you can control. If things happen in your life that you can't control, don't worry about it. Just accept it. Maybe try understanding why it happened. Sometimes that's not possible, so mainly just accept it and move on. That's kind of all we can really do, because it doesn't help you at all dwelling on it. And I'm saying that because I've made that mistake in my life before. There have been things in my life that I just dwelled on, and it didn't do me anything good, because I couldn't change it, and I just started digging myself a pit, an emotional pit that it slowed down my progress. It lowered my energy levels. It made me easily distracted. It made me more emotional. And it tore me down. And I'm a different person than I was a year ago. I'm a different person than I was even 3 months ago, actually. And that's amazing. I can only imagine who I can be at the end of this year if I stay on the path that I want to be on. And I don't know, it's just going to be interesting. That's another reason why I'm doing this stuff, so I can look back on where I started this and then compare that to where, not that I ended it, but where I would be, or where I will be by then. So, yeah, I mean, that's kind of about all I got today. It rained a bit today. I wasn't too happy about that. I did need to message a couple of friends to see what they want to do over the weekend, but yeah, my only request to you is just look at your life. Look at your life. Separate what you like and what you don't like. And then try to remove the stuff that you don't like, that doesn't help you towards the goal that you want to move towards. And then once you've done that, figure out what you need to do to get to that goal and just book it. Just go there, because that's what I'm doing. And if you need to watch my videos to help you, sure, that's fine by me. I will keep making these. Even if it's a crappy video like yesterday's, I will still upload a video on a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Fridays and Saturdays are mine, sorry. But, yeah. Yeah. Whoever you are and whatever goal you have, you can do it. Just like I can do this. As long as you keep taking the small steps, just day after day after day after day. And don't use motivation, use systems, because motivation runs out. I didn't really have motivation to finish editing that video yesterday. Well, yeah, I kind of ran out. But also what you need to do is you need to hold yourself to your word, especially if you're a man. Because I said that I would be uploading on those days. So I had to upload it. Doesn't matter how much sleep or little sleep that I got last night. I needed to do it. And with that builds, well, first it teaches me the pain of not planning a video so I can know to plan it again, because that's what pain does. It teaches you if you listen. If you don't listen and then if you don't listen to the lesson and then focus just on the pain, then you're never going to get anywhere in life. And again, I'm saying that because I was like that. So, understand the pain. Well, accept the pain. Understand the lesson. And then use the lesson to make sure that you don't have that pain again. And then just go for it. Build your systems. My system is my self-accountability as a man, and the fact that I have said to the world, essentially, that I will be uploading 5 times a week. I see that as accountability, since I said it on video, and I would not be editing that out on my, I think, first video. I won't be editing that out, because that keeps my standard. Now, once I get to where I want to be, will I set a new standard? Possibly. Will I adjust the number? Possibly. But I'm not adjusting the number until I get to where I want to be. So, yeah. Figure out what you want to do. Figure out what you don't want to do. Cut out what you don't want to do. Streamline your actions into what you want to do. Build your systems, and then just go at it. All right, guys. This has been Justin from a Monday, May 25th, 2026. The big 26. You have a wonderful day. Would have been a shame if I forgot to turn on my mics. Yeah, that would have really sucked. All right.